Every little comment, every small delay. If it gets under your skin, you're giving away your power. Truth is, the strongest people, they don't have fewer problems. They've just mastered how they react. Imagine walking through life unfazed, no more overthinking, no more emotional outbursts, just control, real control. This video will show you how to train your mind to act as if nothing bothers you, so you stop being a prisoner to your emotions and start owning them instead. Because once you get this, nothing and no one will ever control you again. You'll be calm when others panic, focused when others flinch, clear when the world is chaos. People will test you. Life will poke at your weak spots, but you'll become unshakable, not because you're cold, but because you're in charge. You choose what deserves your energy. And most things, they don't. This isn't just about being cool under pressure. It's about building mental armor, so solid that insults bounce off, delays don't derail you, setbacks don't define you. You don't need to react to everything. You don't need to defend yourself every time. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Let them talk, let them doubt, let them misunderstand. You've got something more powerful: silence, clarity, control. So let's begin. Let's build that mindset, the nothing bothers me mindset. Because once you master this, you master your life. You get cut off in traffic. You're late because someone else was slow, someone says something slick, and just like that, you're irritated, triggered, thrown off. That's not control, that's slavery, emotional slavery. You're letting small things, insignificant things, own your mind. A stranger's tone changes your mood. A delay ruins your whole day. A message left on read makes you spiral. Why? Because you haven't learned this one truth. Every time you react, you hand over your power. That's what emotional triggers really are. Power leaks, tiny holes in your peace, dripping energy, dripping focus, dripping time, until you're drained, empty, angry, and not even sure why. Most people think the world is the problem, but it's not. It's their mind, their lack of training. Think about it. What actually happens when someone insults you? Nothing. It's just sound. What happens when someone disrespects you? Still nothing, unless you react. Reactions are choices, but most don't realize they have a choice. They're used to living on autopilot. Stimulus, reaction, push, explode, annoyance, overthinking. But you're here to change that. You're here to learn how to pause, to break the pattern, to choose response over reaction. Here's what most people get wrong. They think staying calm means being weak. It's the opposite. Staying calm means being in control. It means owning the space between what happens and what you do next. That space is where your power lives. That's the gap you're going to stretch, because the wider that gap gets, the more unstoppable you become. Imagine this. Someone talks behind your back. You hear about it. You don't flinch. You keep moving. You don't call them. You don't post about it. You don't even waste a thought. That's power. That's control. Let people throw words. You're untouchable. Or maybe something doesn't go your way. Job falls through. Plan gets cancelled. Money gets tight. Old you, spiral, complain, stress. Out new you, pause, breathe, adapt, because you know now. Reacting emotionally won't change anything. It only makes it worse. Worry doesn't solve problems. It just clouds your judgment. Anger doesn't fix delays. It just burns your energy. Fear doesn't protect you. It paralyzes you. Every emotion has a cost. So ask yourself, is it worth it? Is that 10-second insult worth a ruined day? Is that petty comment worth your peace? Is that inconvenience worth your energy? Most of the time, no. But we react anyway. Why? Because we haven't trained our minds, we train our bodies, we train our skills, but we ignore the one thing that controls it all. Our thoughts. Start now. Next time you feel triggered, don't react. Just notice. Notice how fast your body tenses up. Notice how fast your mind starts spinning. That's awareness. And awareness is the first step to mastery. You can't control what you don't see. So start seeing, slow things down. Before you speak, before you move, ask, is this reaction helping me? Is this how the strongest version of me would respond? If the answer's no, you already know what to do. Hold the reaction. Breathe. Let it pass. They might expect you to snap. They might try to push your buttons. But your buttons, they're unplugged. They don't work anymore. Because you rewired the system. You built distance between stimulus and response. You broke the cycle. And that's what changes everything. Let's be real. You've been reacting the same way for years. Someone disrespects you. You clap back. You get ghosted. You spiral. You're ignored. You shrink. These patterns, they're not instincts. They're habits, old programming. But here's the truth. Every habit can be broken. Every pattern can be rewritten. It starts in your mind. You have to rewire how you think, because the thoughts you repeat, they become who you are. If you always think, they're against me, you'll see enemies everywhere. If you always think, I can't take this, you'll break at the smallest hit. But what if you change the code? What if you trained your brain to say, this doesn't bother me? Not fake it, train it, rewire it. That's what we're doing now. Step 1. Awareness. You need to catch the reaction before it takes over. It feels like a spark. Fast, hot, loud in your head. That's your cue. Pause. Don't speak, don't move. Just breathe. Step 2. Reframe. Whatever just happened, give it a new meaning. They insulted you. It's just noise. They ignored you. Their loss. It's raining on your only day off. A chance to reset. You can't control what happens, but you can control how you label it. Label it wrong, and you suffer. Label it right, and you stay in charge. Step 3. Repetition. You don't get calm once, you practice it daily. Every time you don't react, you get stronger. Every time you stay silent, you gain leverage. Every time you stay cool, you level up. It compounds. One calm choice today becomes 10 next week, becomes your default next month. You become that person, the one who doesn't flinch, the one people can't rattle, the one who owns their presence. And it starts with what you tell yourself. Here's a phrase. It's not worth my energy. Say it. Repeat it. Burn it in. Most things aren't worth your energy. Most people don't deserve a reaction. Most problems are just noise. You don't have to respond to every beep, ping, or look. Let the world spin. You stay still. Use this visualization. Picture yourself walking through a storm. Rain, wind, chaos everywhere. But you, unmoved, dry, unshaken. That's the goal. Stillness in noise. Calm in fire. Peace in mess. This isn't about being numb. It's about being selective. Selective with your thoughts. Selective with your energy. Selective with your time. You choose what enters your mind. You choose what gets your attention. You choose what matters. That's how you rewire your mindset. With repetition, with clarity, with purpose. Because once your mind is trained, nothing can move you unless you allow it. You've been taught to care about what they think, about what they say, about how you look, how you sound, how you're perceived, but caring too much, it's a trap. It's how you lose yourself. It's how you shrink. It's how you end up living a life for everyone else, except you. Let me say this loud. You don't owe the world a reaction. You don't owe strangers your peace. You don't need their approval to be enough. Not caring isn't weakness, it's wisdom. You're not here to react to everything. You're not here to explain yourself every time. You're not here to win over people who misunderstand you. Let them misunderstand. Let them assume. Let them judge. That's their story, not yours. Your job is to protect your energy, to move with purpose, to act from peace, and most things. They don't deserve a single thought. Someone makes a rude comment. So what? Let them talk. That comment doesn't pay your bills, doesn't build your dream, doesn't add to your peace. Someone gives you a weird look. Let them look. Your worth isn't up for debate. Someone tries to start drama. Let them start it. You don't have to join it. You win by not showing up. You win by not responding. You win by staying focused, caring less. It's not being cold. It's being free. Here's the truth. If it won't matter in 5 years, don't give it 5 minutes. Most things you're stressing about, they'll fade. That mistake, gone. That awkward moment, forgotten. But your peace, that's what stays. If you protect it, ask yourself daily, does this deserve my energy? Does this help my mission? Does this add value to my life? If the answer's no, let it go. Practice ignoring things that don't matter. Let silence be your response. That silence, that's power. People won't know what to do with it. They'll expect chaos. They'll expect pushback. They'll expect you to break. But you don't. You stand, still, strong, focused. Let them wonder how you stay so composed. Let them question why they can't rattle you. That mystery, it's your power. They can't shake what they can't touch. And they can't touch a mind that doesn't flinch. So train your mind to care less. About noise, about nonsense, about distractions. Care deeply about your goals, your growth, your peace, everything else. It's background noise. Let it fade. Your energy is your most valuable currency. More than time, more than money, more than attention. Because where your energy goes, your life follows. Most people waste it. They give it to drama, to overthinking, to things they can't control. They wake up tired. Not because they didn't sleep, but because they spent the day before reacting to comments, to delays, to opinions. They're drained, not from life, but from letting everything in. You can't live like that anymore. You have to protect your energy like it's gold, because it is. Your energy builds your focus. Your focus builds your future. So every time you react to something pointless, you're taking energy from your future self. You're robbing your vision to feed your ego. That's the trade, and it's never worth it. So what do? You start filtering. Not everything deserves a response. Not everyone gets access. Not every battle is yours to fight. Let people have their opinions. Let situations unfold without you. Let silence do. You're talking. You don't need to explain your piece. You just need to guard it. And here's how. Stop oversharing. People can't twist what they don't know. Stop explaining. If they don't understand you by now, they don't want to. Stop defending yourself. Let your actions speak. Let your results talk. Let your energy be your shield. You don't owe the world your exhaustion. You don't owe strangers your reactions. You owe yourself peace. Start choosing it, moment by moment. Is this worth my peace? Is this worth my focus? Is this worth my energy? If the answer is no, let it go. You don't win by fighting every battle. You win by choosing which ones matter. That's how you become powerful. By not reacting to every pull. By not flinching at every push. By owning your energy, you own your direction. And once you do that, nobody can stop you. Not because you fight harder, but because you don't fight at all. You rise above, you float above noise. People notice, they respect it, even if they don't understand it. But that's not your concern. Your concern is one thing: protect your peace, Because peace is power, and power, that's focus without distraction. Strength doesn't always look like muscles. It doesn't always look like shouting or standing up to fight. Real strength? You often don't even see it. It's in the pause before the reaction. It's in the silence after the insult. It's in the stillness when chaos hits. The strongest people don't need to prove anything. They don't need to explain their calm. They don't need to win every argument. They win by staying centered. They win by not getting pulled. You ever notice that? The most powerful people in the room usually speak the least. They listen. They watch. They wait. Then they move with purpose. No rush. No noise. Just precision. Because they've mastered something most haven't. Emotional discipline. They feel the emotion, but it doesn't run the show. They know how to channel it, how to delay it, how to override it. They don't let someone else's mood become theirs. They don't get dragged into every drama. They don't break their peace for temporary things, and because of that, they become untouchable. You don't have to scream to be heard. You don't have to react to be respected. You don't have to fight to win. Sometimes the greatest power is walking away, not because you're scared, but because you're focused, not because you lost, but because it's not worth it. That's real strength. That's maturity, that's freedom. And here's the truth. You don't get there overnight. It takes daily discipline. It takes catching yourself in the moment. That flash of anger, don't act on it. That urge to clap back, let it pass. That pull to prove a point, stay quiet. It's not about being passive, it's about being intentional. Not every fire needs your fuel. Not every storm needs your presence. Let the world rage, you stay calm. Because when you stop reacting, people lose their grip on you, and that's when you become powerful, unshakable, unbothered, clear, the strongest people in the world. They don't live loud. They live deep, deep in control, deep in focus, deep in peace. And once you taste that peace, you'll never want to trade it again.